Three strange things. Hundreds of years ago, a small kingdom was ruled by a whimsical king. Like everybody else, he loved to hear or read fairy tales and other stories of fancy. But unlike others, he lived within them and often brooded over weird and strange things. He had a charming daughter named Prabha. The king decided to give half of his kingdom to her bridegroom. But who could be eligible to marry her? One who can fetch three strange things for him was the condition he laid down. Several candidates came to ask him what the three strange things were. Most of them went back disappointed after hearing of them. A few even tried to fetch them, but in vain. In a remote part of the kingdom lived a young man named Jayant. He had had the occasion to see the princess. He developed a great desire to marry her. He met the king and wished to know about the three strange things. Beyond my kingdom, in the southern direction, there is a forest. Inside the forest, there is a very old temple. I have heard that there is a magic drum in the temple. If one beats it thrice, 10 wonder workers will appear ready to be at your beck and call. I want to have that drum to begin with, said the king. As you wish, said Giant, and he galloped away. He returned a fortnight later looking tired but carrying the drum. The king was surprised. He beat the drum thrice. To his amazement, 10 fellows rushed in and stood in attention. The king felt thrilled. He could not decide what to ask of those wonder workers. My lord, why not ask them to return with the 10 most marvelous things in the world in 6 months? That is an excellent idea, commented the king, and he put Giant's suggestion in the form of a command. The workers went away. What is the next condition I am to fulfill? Asked Giant. Beyond our kingdom, in the west, there is a mountain with a dark cave. I am told that inside the cave lies a magic spray. Any aged man who would put that on would slowly grow younger. Can you fetch that for me? Asked the king. Giant bowed to him and without a reply galloped away. A week later he returned with the magic spray. The king was delighted. He put that on. You look quite tired, my boy. Relax in the palace for a day or two. Then I will tell you what my last condition is, said the king affectionately. Giant stayed in the palace for 2 days, during which he managed to meet the princess several times. She seemed quite fascinated with him. My brave boy, by the northern frontier of our kingdom flows a river. People have seen a strange parrot on its bank, which on being asked can produce gold mohurs. I wonder if you can catch hold of that bird, said the king on the third day. Giant galloped away, to return after a fortnight. He had brought with him the parrot. The excited king asked the parrot for 100 gold mohurs. Tomorrow, said the parrot. Indeed, the next day, on coming out of his bedroom, the king tumbled over a silken bag containing 100 gold mohurs. He was overjoyed. Let my daughter be married to Jayant forthwith. The marriage was celebrated with great pomp and show. Jayant received half of the kingdom and with the princess went away to his village, which was to be his capital. A few days later, the king asked the parrot for 1,000 gold mohurs. Tomorrow was the bird's response. But the king found no mohurs the next day. By and by, he realized that tomorrow was the only word the parrot knew. 6 months passed. The wonder workers never returned. There was no sign of the king growing younger either. I feel rather confused, he confided to his minister. What is confusing about it, my lord? Should we not be happy that our son in law is a clever chap? How could anybody have fetched things which did not exist? Anyway, my information is the princess is quite happy. Let us be happy too, replied the minister. The king smashed the drum, threw away the magic spray, and let the parrot fly away.